Today we're having some fun with a brand new Toyota Hilux, which has a 2.8 diesel engine, which is mild hybrid. We're gonna show you what it can do in two-wheel drive mode, four-wheel drive mode, and it also has a low mode, different driving modes, and more. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome back. Today we're having some fun with a brand new Toyota Hilux, which is equipped with a 2.8 inline-4 turbocharged diesel engine, which packs 204 horsepower and 500 Newton meters of torque. It has an automatic transmission with 6 gears, which has a torque converter. So basically it's a classic transmission, which should last and which fits best its purpose, which is towing and moving heavy stuff. The model that we have today is in the mid-range when it comes to features and equipment, but in my opinion it has everything you need. You have dual climate control, heated seats, LED lights, driving modes, electric seats, lots of cup holders. You have a classic socket which has up to 100 watts power. You can charge your phone, laptop, etc. I see the Hilux as a very practical vehicle which holds its value long term. It's extremely reliable. It's among the most reliable vehicles in its category. It's very popular in the Middle East and in Europe, and it's made in South Africa. At least the model that we have is made in South Africa. You can add lots of accessories which are not that expensive, which will make your Hilux even more interesting. The fuel tank has 80 liters. The car itself has around 2.3 tons. You can put another 1 ton if you want to carry, or you can tow up to 3.5 tons. To be honest, it's not that comfortable because it has leaf springs. You need to put some weight into the back in order to have a more comfortable ride. It shakes your kidney stones, literally, if you have any, but its main purpose is to move heavy stuff and to be reliable while doing it. So the main purpose of this vehicle is to tow and to move heavy objects, even if you go on off-road. So for this manner, comfort is compromised. Fuel consumption is decent, around 10.7 liters per 100 kilometers on average, but it can increase if you start towing heavy stuff or if you go off-road. I like the manual Regeneration DPF feature, which is on the left. You can trigger it manually in case you think the DPF is clogged or it needs a regeneration. Also, the idle up or power up, in some countries it says only power. If you press that button, you will raise the idle speed if the engine is cold, so it will heat up faster. If it heats up faster, it means you will have some heat in the cabin as well faster. If you press that button, the engine will idle faster, it will have more RPM, so it will heat up faster, thus heating the cabin will be quicker. I like the fact that it's an inline 4 instead of an inline 6 or a V6 because it makes it more compact and the engine will be punchier at low speeds. You will have a high amount of torque at a relatively low RPM. And what I find very amusing is that you have the AdBlue add-on recipient under the hood and not next to the diesel fill-up compartment, which is funny. The reason for that is to save 2 meters of what it's needed to go from the engine to the fill-up compartment, which is funny. It feels a little cheap on the inside and it smells kind of cheap, but again, Toyota is known for low quality materials, but for making reliable and long-lasting vehicles. Overall, I really like this car. I find it very practical, very sturdy, very useful, and to be honest, I consider buying one in the future. While it has a video camera, it doesn't have any parking sensors, which is kind of sad.
And right here for the Hilux, I can show you a few things here. Short walk around. We have obviously the battery, we have the fuel filter, brake fluid reservoir, relays, brake pump. This is for engine coolant, washer fluid. We have an intercooler over there. Here is the air filter. Beneath this is the air filter. We have the master flow filter. Beneath over here we have the turbocharger, from which we have also the intercooler. We have standard power steering with power steering fluid. It's more classic, I should say. And Right over here we have the particle filter, the DPF. The car itself is built to last. It's built in a manner with all kinds of classic components, classic style. We have spring leaves for heavy duty applications. We have an inline 4, as I said earlier, and this is more efficient long term than a V6 or maybe than an inline 6. Being a heavy duty pickup, you have a classic chassis, and having a chassis you can tow. Chassis also are frames, as you may know. Frames or chassis tend to affect handling, so it's not a comfortable or dynamic vehicle, but that's not its main purpose. Its main purpose is to go on off-roads, like this kind of roads like we are right now. It's meant for steep hills, it's meant for towing, it's meant for heavy duty applications. So it's built in that manner. You have 18-inch alloy wheels with brake drums. In case you didn't know, brake drums are more efficient when it comes to braking than brake discs. But brake drums have a very fatal flaw. Being enclosed, they heat up pretty quickly. So for road applications, for a high performance vehicle, for a powerful vehicle, they would heat up very fast and they become inefficient. But if you have a vehicle which does not go very fast and you don't have that much heating, it's much more efficient to use brake drums. That's why you see brake drums in vehicles like this or in vehicles which do not have that much power. Plus, having a brake drum like this will require little to no maintenance long term. So we're driving the 2.8 diesel inline 4 around town right now. It's nice, ergonomic, feels okay. You have, in my opinion, everything you need for day-to-day activity, day-to-day driving. You can take it around town if you need. I know you guys in the US like to get even bigger pickups and drive them around town and everywhere. Basically, you get them as family cars. I also know you cannot get the Hilux, you only have the Tacoma or Tundra. The Hilux is in Europe and in all the parts of the world except the US. In US you have the Tacoma, but you don't get the diesel. The diesel is greater for fuel economy and for towing. You have a higher towing capacity of 3.5 tons, and this is great. The Hilux is very appreciated in Europe and in Romania. The version that I'm driving is in the mid-range. I mean, you have the entry-level comfort, then style, executive, invincible, and GR sport, but it's not a real GR, it's just with some features. And this one is the mid one, the executive 2.8 with mild hybrid, and you have to pay around 53,000 euros for it. It has a lot of body roll and body yaw. You also have some electronic stabilization for yaw. It also has a lot of body roll. That's because we have leaf springs for the rear suspension. And when the car is empty, you don't have any load, it gets really bumpy. So you have to put some weight into the back, and this problem, it doesn't solve 100%, but it gets better. If you want to tow a trailer, if you want to buy a trailer, again, this car is just fine. It's just excellent. It can tow no problem without putting too much stress on the engine or on the transmission. And that wraps our review and our trip with the new Hilux. I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.